Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here and I'm back with some more Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2. Very exciting because I'm now working for Asuka on Staunton Island. In the last video I was betrayed by Salvatore Leone. He rigged up a car with a bomb. I almost got into the car. Luckily Maria warned me it was a trap. And so I met her at Callahan Bridge, and then me, her and my new boss Asuka headed off to Staunton Island. Now, in this set of videos I will be killing Salvatore Leone to prove my allegiance to the Yakuza family. I couldn't even say allegiance then. I will be working for her brother Kenji. So I will be taking care of a voyeuristic reporter, killing a load of hitmen, and also busting one of Kenji's men out of prison before he goes to trial. So quite exciting and quite varied really. So once again, this is pre-recorded gameplay and I'm doing the commentary over it. I actually managed to do this over the course of a couple of days, I would say. Now these missions are actually easier than they seem, because when I first got to Staunton Island I was a little bit overwhelmed because I was so used to Liberty City. Having to get used to the Staunton Island roads was very hard for me, particularly because Asuka lives in a very awkward position on the map, and so trying to get to her every time is just a nightmare. So I inevitably find myself having to drop down from a higher road just to get to a house because it's quicker. And also just trying to get out of her place can be difficult as well, because I keep forgetting where the road out is, because I think there's only like one road. She lives near some docks with a load of water, and that's actually where one of the missions takes place, right outside her home, so that's pretty cool. So we're starting off in Belleville Park. Now we need to go and find Asuka really, and then get this thing going and get these missions done. So once again guys, I've got my coffee with me, so as I'm doing this, watching my gameplay. Hope you guys are alright anyway, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my Grand Theft Auto 3 Let's Play. I really appreciate it. You know, let me know what your favourite Grand Theft Auto game is, and your favourite GTA memories in general really. I can tell you that I've never really completed a GTA in my life. I've probably completed the first one, the very first one on the PlayStation 1, and that's with cheating. So this is the first time I've actually probably, you know, gone into a GTA game and said, no, I'm going to do this legitimately without cheating. I'm going to work hard to try and figure out how the missions kind of play out and things. Because I think that's part of the appeal of these games, is getting really far and cracking these really tough missions. I mentioned before that my brother was really good at Grand Theft Auto games. He was more suited to them, and I did enjoy these games, but I could only get so far. I would struggle with some of the sniper missions, but I tell you what now guys, I'm actually getting better with the sniper rifle, so I'm actually surprising myself. As I mentioned in previous videos, this was actually challenged by one of my friends, so I want to prove to her that I can do this. That I can do Grand Theft Auto 3. I mean, not just for her, but for myself, because it's like, it will be a gaming milestone for me if I can crack this game. You know, but it is a lot of fun. It's definitely one of the best games I played, and it just seems to get better the more I play it. I mean, I do get a bit frustrated sometimes because the missions can be really painful. Sometimes things don't always run to plan, and you're trying to get away from the cops, you just get blown up or blown out of a car, or you know, things will happen that you didn't expect. You set things up, like you plan things, and they don't always go to plan. But you know, this is a really good game. You know, it's one of those games that you kind of need time to play and sort of commitment, I suppose, a bit like an RPG. So here we are, first mission.
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards on the table. I am Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family. I can give you work with our organization, but first you must prove to me that your ties with the mafia are truly broken. Salvatore Leone will be leaving Luigi's in about 3 hours' time. Make sure he doesn't reach his club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll leave them to it and I'll kill Salvatore Leone. Now, this mission, I think, for me, first time, was very intimidating. I mean, I have to kill my old mob boss. And I actually thought it was harder than it was. It was one of those missions where I did initially think, oh my god, I have to ram him off the road and then it's going to be intense. So often I just make it more difficult for myself when I'm going to show you how simple it really is. Even though I kind of kill myself killing him, I still managed to pull it off. There we are. I just thought I'd show off an insane stunt bonus there. There you go. Boom. So I get confused as well coming out of the Sukas, like trying to find the road. And the road is actually right here. It's like, oh, it's just so awkward for me. So I will be glad when I move on, hopefully, to somebody else. I'm hoping they'll be easier to find. So as I said, this game also has tons of side missions you can do. You can hop in a taxi, you tap R3, a taxi, an ambulance and sort of different vehicles, and you can kind of do loads of side missions and earn a little bit of pocket money as well, so there is always that. But for me, I'm just trying to get through the game as quickly as I can. I'm just trying to get to the end because to me the story is the most important thing for me. I might do a few side missions, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Here we go. I'd love to know what you guys' favourite GTA game is, so let me know in the comment section. I have to say, strangely enough, one of my favourites has to be Vice City. As soon as we got that game, my god, I thought it was great, the 80s soundtrack, and it was the first time I'd actually heard like the Human League, because I know Fascination's on there, and I've become a huge fan from that one song. I think it was, yeah, I think that was it. I heard Fascination, and then Don't You Want Me Baby, and then I went to see the Human League live, and my first proper gig was 2008, I think it was, I saw them. It was either 2008 or 2009. I have subsequently seen them about 6 or 7 times over the course of 10 years because I think they're just a really, really good live act. I've also met Phil Oakey as well and Joanne Caffrell from the band. I haven't met Susan yet, so that's one goal I kind of need to reach. For whatever reason, she's just never there whenever Phil hangs around outside, because sometimes he'll hang around and you can get an autograph and stuff. And I was able to shake his hand and tell him what a geezer he was and stuff, and how I loved Dare, which is just one of the best albums ever. But yeah, that's kind of, I think it's kind of piqued my interest in music, Vice City, because there's a lot of stuff from the 80s. You know, absolutely love Vice City. And also Vice City Stories as well. I do actually own all the GTAs, so maybe when I've done this I might start on Liberty City Stories and then do Vice City after. I own about 3 copies of Vice City and Vice City Stories anyway, because I spent all of last year just picking up a load of PS2 games. Huge PS2 game collector. I've got tons of them, absolutely tons. I really need to get them played on my channel, so hopefully you will see a lot of upcoming PS2 games. And here we are, guys. I'm rambling on, apologies. I'm not even talking about the mission. So we're approaching Salvatore Leone, and we can't actually go right up to him straight away, which is kind of strange. So you might think, oh, he's in a car, we have to chase him. I suppose you could do it that way, but I'm going to show you a much easier way, and I kind of did it by accident, if I'm honest. I fluked it, so this is not a skill. I kind of had one attempt and I suddenly realised he's not moving. It seems that I don't know whether he moves when you're in a car or he just stops moving, or he's going to leave his club. See, I chuck a grenade for some reason. I don't know, because look, you see the green dot? I'm like, I kind of think he's nearer than he is. That's why I threw the grenade. So I get a little bit trigger happy here and a little bit panicky. I'm like, oh my god, I best get rid of him now. See, he's right round the corner. So he's about to get in his car and he's about to drive off, but luckily, there you go. That's how easy it is. Chuck a grenade, Bob's your uncle, Salvatore's dead. And even though I ended up in the hospital, I've killed my former boss. It would have been really cool, though, I think, if you would have killed him later on, because, I mean, the story's fine as it is. I'm not critiquing the story. The story's fantastic, absolutely brilliant, but I would have loved it if he'd have built up a really good relationship with Leone, and then the betrayal could have come much later. He could have carried on working for him even when he worked for Asuka, and then maybe he should have done that a bit later on. That would have been good, because it would have come out of nowhere, to be honest. I do think it was kind of a little bit too early for him to betray me, you know, because there might have been more tougher jobs to do. However, I am, as I said, probably going to do Liberty City Stories once I've done this. I think Salvatore's on that game as well. Liberty City Stories is kind of like a prequel to this game, so it shows events that happened beforehand. So that's going to be awesome. Anyway, let's save the game and then head back over to Asuka, where we will do the second mission. I wonder if her and Maria have got used to that massager yet. Anyway, that's what I love about this game, the cutscenes and stuff. The story's just brilliant. The voice acting is just top notch. You know, can't fault it whatsoever. I'm trying to think the first time I played this. I think we got it when it first came out, but I probably played a little bit of it. I probably wasn't on it as much as my brother was, because he's like really good at GTA 3. He was like, I think he realised it's one of those games that you need time for. I kind of thought, oh, you know, it's just like the very first one, you know, I better get through it. But I soon realised it wasn't. I soon realised that it's like a full 3D world with like interactive vehicles and stuff. But yeah, it's just so impressive. I mean, one of the things that I keep forgetting to talk about is how lovely the graphics are. This is one of the best looking games ever. You know, it still stands out today as well. And you can literally get Grand Theft Auto 3 for nothing now, which is also good. Which is why I think the PlayStation 2 is still going strong. I hear so many people talk about the PlayStation 2, how they wish they never got rid of it and stuff, and how some of their memories, their best gaming memories on the PlayStation 2, and it's really, really lovely to hear that people still have a lot of fondness for this console, because as I said, I go into my local, I call it CEX, I think it's pronounced, they want you to say sex, but I don't want to pronounce it that way, because I just find it a little bit vulgar. I prefer to say CEX. But anyway, I normally pop in there once in a blue moon and just buy a load of PS2 games if I like the look of them. I've got quite a number now, and also my mother actually come down a few weeks ago with bags full with a bag full, or a couple of bags full, of PlayStation 2 games from my cousin, which he didn't take with him when he moved out, so I've just got tons of them now. And it's, you know, I've got games I'd probably never play, like football games. I've got definitely loads of SmackDown games, WWE games. It's great, you know, I've never had it so good, so I definitely need to get more games of that caliber done on my channel, essentially. You know, I definitely want to get more platform games done, but it's just difficult because I kind of do make YouTube videos part-time, so I'd love to do it full-time, really. Alright, so here we go, back to Asuka's, and I think I've actually found a house now. Right, good. Oh, let's pop over here. Okay, mission 2, let's do it.
Salvatore's death comes as pleasurable news. You're an efficient killer. I like that in a man. Ah, this is my brother, Kenji.
Asuka has a little job for you, but when you're done, drop by my casino and we can talk.
Just like Kenji, always trying to play with my toys. My police source indicates that the mafia are watching our interests around the city in a bid to track you down. We cannot continue our operations until they are dealt with. Take out these spying fools and end this vendetta once and for all.
Okay, so this second mission is fairly easy. we've got just over 6 minutes to get rid of some hitmen, basically. Very easy to do. So you just gotta make sure that you have the right tools for the job. So you will see me with guns. I edited this video. Before I edited it, I actually went to ammunition. I thought, well, I'll get all that so that when you see me, I'll be tooled up and we can just get on with it, basically. I've no problem showing you me going into ammunition. I just thought, you know what, I just want to get on with it. Otherwise we'll be here all day. So I went to ammunition. I got a shield as well, which is very useful, so it'll protect me from damage. And we're going to use the sniper rifle on the first two guys. So I absolutely love using the sniper rifle now. I never used to, but it's really, really good. It's very useful. There you go. Look at that. I'm just getting so much better with like the weapons and stuff and knowing what to do. So yeah, you need to kind of, it's not a very difficult mission, but I would say try and get it done as quickly as you can, because we need to kill a load of men in the tower block, and it can be very difficult to know where you're supposed to set up the sniper rifle and where you're supposed to shoot them from. My first thought was I need to shoot them from the ground, but you don't. You actually have to get high up near Kenji's casino, but I'll show you that in a minute. The next two guys are right here in this sort of van. So we're just gonna lob a grenade and just run away, and that'll blow them up. Then we'll pop in a car and we'll head back over towards the casino area, and we'll get the rest of the guys. I actually found this mission a lot of fun. Very confusing though. Again, I did not know where I was going or what I was supposed to do, and sometimes it's like some things are just not so obvious to me. You see these stairs? That's where we need to go. Now, the blokes we want, they're right across the street in the tower block. In order to shoot them, you cannot do it from the ground. You have to be high up. I think you might be able to get some of them from the ground, but you want to be high up because it's just easier, and you won't be able to reach, I think, a couple if you're on the ground. This is where you need to be, right here. So climb up these stairs and you have a clear view. See all those arrows? That's the number of guys we can take out. Now don't panic because we've got plenty of time. I don't think they really are that difficult anyway, so you can take them out quite easily. Oh my god. They're very difficult to spot with a sniper rifle anyway. Right, okay. There's one bloke and there's another one down there. We'll take him out. There we are. There's another one there. Boom. Boom. See, I'm owning it. It's great. And there you go. Mission passed. I'm just getting better. I think it's something to do with the square button. I held the square button down, and for some reason I was able to, like, shoot really well. I don't know whether that's something I was supposed to do. I don't know. I think I was supposed to do that anyway. It just made things a lot easier. So I just suddenly felt like I could do it. Whereas before, I know Bomb the Base, I struggled initially with that one, but I was finally able to pull it together. So I'm quite proud of myself. I've actually got this far through the game and I'm progressing well. I'm actually looking forward to the next phase of the game, really, because things take another turn where there's like an undercover cop and stuff. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so you can see me running around now. You're probably wondering, what am I doing? This is exactly what I was thinking, because I'm like, where are the stairs going down? I got really I'd just done the mission and I was like so freaking happy and ecstatic. I was just running around and I couldn't see the stairs. I was like, where are the stairs? The stairs are actually down here. So we're going to go and save the game. And then we're going to go back to the casino where we're going to meet Kenji, Asuka's brother, and do the first mission for him. So yeah, pretty good. Move out the way, get out the way, you pelican. Oh my god. Alright, oh god. Oh. Yeah, to the safe house. I kind of do this after every mission. Save the game. Makes it easier then. Okay. Absolutely love this game. One of the best games I've ever played. I will say some of the missions, it's good that some of the missions are optional, because I know Kenji's got a mission where you're supposed to steal like 6 cars. I just never find I've got enough time to do it. You have to steal 6 cars or something, deliver them to this garage, and they have to be in mint condition, whereby you cannot friggin' smash them or get them damaged in any way. And that's, I think it is possible to do it, I suppose, but I think that one's optional anyway, so I kind of avoided that one. I'm like, no, it's too much. You know, I do like the missions, but I like missions that I can do, or missions that I'm kind of used to.